Welcome back. Time for part 2 of coloring. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I got my background layer here, so over here there is a fill tool, looks like a paint bucket, and I'm going to select a very dark purple, and you click, and ta-da, the whole thing's purple. So now over here there's a tool, and I use this almost constantly. It's an airbrush tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select black, and I'm just going to lightly tap this all the way around in the corners, and this is going to, what I want to do is I'm going to have the outer part of this be really dark, and then in the middle where she's at, it's going to be brighter. So just go down here, and if the inks are a little hard to see right now, in about 2 seconds here I'm going to start coloring her body and everything, so hopefully in a couple minutes here she's going to be popping out of the page here. This is kind of the one drawback with this airbrush tool. Whenever you have it cranked all the way up to 11 here to make it cover a big area, it kind of takes a little while for it to do it. And then okay, then we're going to pick a lighter purple, and then I'm going to tap in this area here and just kind of make this sort of halo effect around her body. I really like this airbrush tool because it blends, it's a really good tool at blending colors together. Now, of course, just like when it comes to drawing, there's 1,000 different ways to color, and especially on digital drawings, I've seen people color in various different ways. So this is just the way that I do it. It's the easiest one. It's the easiest way for me. So if you guys have a better way or a different way that you prefer, then just do it. There is no right or wrong way in art. Whichever way is best for you is the right way to do it. Just cleaning up some excess inks here. And of course, the other thing I did is I erased around her eyes, because since it's white inside of her eyes, then we don't want the background in there. So now she has very creepy glowing white eyes. But we'll fix that in a second. So now we got the background done. So or wait, you know what? I just got another idea. I'm gonna get some white, and we're gonna fill this in real quick. Now this is eventually gonna be purple, but if I put in some white here on the bottom first, it's gonna make this kind of glowy effect. You'll see in a second. Alright, so up here we're going to select the next layer, her skin. Let me just save for a second. And now, when it comes to coloring big areas, there is this tool over here. I think it's called the halo tool, and if you like trace around certain parts, it'll fill in just those parts. And I've tried that tool before in the past, and I don't know why, I just never really liked it at all. It's like, I don't know whether my hand is shaky or what, but like I can never seem to get it to really work right for me. I almost always end up having a gap somewhere that ends up needing to be filled in later. So I always just use the magic marker tool here. And of course I just made a line here, and then you go in the fill tool and you just fill it in. There's her skin. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the airbrush tool again and click a darker shade of peach here, which I actually have saved in here to, I got a bunch of skin tones and other things saved in here to make it a bit easier so I don't have to keep having to try and re-blend the color to get it just the way I like it. So since the light's coming this way, most of the light area is going to be over here, and then the dark area is going to be over here. Which for now, I'm not sure how well you can see this with just the camera, but I'm going to be uploading the finished drawing on my DeviantArt page, so you guys will see the end result a bit better too. And then just go in with the eraser, and whatever parts are touching the background here, we want to get rid of that. And actually that's about it. It's all pretty much inside there. Now I know that this all looks messy in here, but I'm just leaving that go because on the next layer, when we color her hair and all her other stuff here, this is going to cover it up. So instead of taking all this time to color, to like try and fix up something that's going to be covered up anyway, why waste the time? And I'm just going to fill in her earrings here real quick. Alright, so next layer. I always save in between layers just in case. So next layer, the hair. And I think her hair and her mask and her outfit here, it's all going to be black. So I think I can do this all in one layer. So I'm going to get I'm not going to go totally black here. I'm at about the third to the last shade of black. And we're just going to fill in. We're going to go all the way around here. So I'm going to fill in her mask and everything. Fill tool. Shortcuts. And there's only a few areas here on her outfit that are purple, so we can actually just kind of fill in over that too, because the next layer that deals with that will be over top of that. Okay, almost there. Alright, so now I'm going to go back with the airbrush tool. Whoop. And then pick the darkest black, and I'm going to fill in, I'm going to start shading her hair here. Now her hair I'm going to make really dark black, and I'm going to kind of leave her outfit alone because then it'll stand out more. And I think once I pick a lighter gray here to do the shiny stuff, it'll stand out even more. Do one part under here. And I'm going to pick a kind of a, not light but not dark gray either. And then this will make the, we're going to kind of outline her outfit here so it stands out. But again, since the light's coming in this direction, we want to make sure that the shading is in mostly that direction too. Now the other thing about shading is that a lot of people, they something that I've seen is they put down like base coats first and then do like shading over top of that, and I'm one of the types that kind of shades the different parts as they go along, and Whether that's harder or easier is up for debate, but it's the way that I do it. I don't know why, it just works for me. So now we gotta go back and kind of chip away at this and make it look nice. But of course, since this is all black, it's kind of hard to see the inks. So what we're going to do is way up in the corner here, there is a percentage marker, and if you click on the arrow next to it, you can change how light or dark the layer is. So now that I've made this layer a little more transparent, now I can see the inks here. So that way it's going to be much easier to go around and clean this up. Whoops, screwed that up. Right. So while I get to work on this, trying to think of what to talk about so this isn't just one big moment of silence here. As of right now, episode 2 of my Jamie Jupiter comic is pretty much almost fully uploaded. I think I've only got like 2 pages left to go. And so then of course I've got episodes 3 and 4 done, and they're ready to be uploaded, and I'm currently working on episode 5. I've got the whole thing drawn, I just have to color it now. And I think once I get done with episode 5, I'm going to go on just a bit of a hiatus for a second, so I can, because what I want to do is I want to go back and fix up some of the really, like, thanks to the different comments and suggestions I got on the website, there was some certain areas of the comic that, there was just certain problem areas in some of the pages, not all of them, but there were just a few that there was just a few glitches here and there that I kind of want to go back and kind of clean up and fix before, because what I want to do is once episode 5's done, I want to start looking into getting the comic printed. And so I'm probably going to have just episodes 1 and 2, since 1 and 2 are actually a 2-part episode. I think I'm going to try and get that one printed first just to see how it looks, and if I like it, then I want to get episodes 1 through 5 printed as one big book before I start working on episode 6 and beyond that. So probably like maybe every 5 episodes I'll get a collection printed. That's the game. Hopefully it'll work. I'm really praying it works out, because that's the game plan for right now anyway. So in order to be able to catch up on pages so you guys are waiting forever, probably after episode 3 is when I'm going to go on a bit of a hiatus, just so I can, you know, get all this stuff together and try and go back and fix just a few of the pages. Just the ones that had a few mistakes in it that really went like, oh my god, this is awful, I have to fix it kind of things. Alright, so I got all that situated, so I'm going to go back on this bar and make the transparency like, you know, full 100% again, so now it all looks nice and neat and cleaned up there. So now we got, I think, one more layer to do. And that's going to be the rest of her outfit, her eyes, and the special effects. So let's fill in her belt and these, I don't even know what they are, but there's these thingies on her, just the way her shoes are designed is purple. Get the airbrush, pick a darker purple and shade that real quick. Then I'm going to click this very, very light purple. Go off on the sides there to make the bright part. Then just take the eraser and clean it up. I'll zoom in here. Hopefully this last part shouldn't take too long. Oh, we're at 15-minute mark here, so you know what? I actually might have to split this into a 3-part here, so give me 2 seconds here and I'll meet you in part 3.